Alright, now let's talk about group clips. When to use them, what it is, and should you use it at all. Group clips are super useful and you can use them however you like. You can break up your timeline into scenes, you can break them up into cameras, you can break them up into looks. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do here. I'm going to break these up into cameras. So if I look right here underneath my clip, it tells me the name of the clip. And just by looking at these, I can tell that anything that starts with C is shot on my Sony a6500. Anything that starts with A is shot with my Canon C200. Now that I know that, what I can do is I can grab all the ones that are shot with Canon right here, right click on it and say add into a new group. And then I'm gonna call it C200. Okay? So now there's a little link right here. And I'm going to show you how we're going to be using these. I'm going to grab everything else that starts with C and I'm going to right click on it and I'm going to say call it A6500. That's my Sony. So look what happens. So now there's these little links when I click on Sony, and then when I click on anything with my C200, it's going to remove the link from Sony and put it on all the clips that are part of that group. And let me show you how this could be super powerful. So as soon as you put these in groups, it's gonna create two extra dots here. So before you had clip and timeline, now you have, if you hover over, it's gonna tell you. So you have group pre-clip and you have group post-clip, and then you have your timeline. So the great thing about that is that if I go under my pre-clip and I go, you know what, let me just create another node and drop my C-Log3 LUT here. Look what it just did. It updated all these shots. So it's added that LUT to all these clips. So now with just one click, we applied these to all these shots. And I can do the same here under Sony. And you will know that you're in your pre-clip mode because the thumbnail is highlighted in yellow, and if you go back here, it's highlighted in orange. So back here, now I can go to my Sony S-Log2 and I can go apply that LUT, and look what it did. It applied it to all my Sony clips in one go. For things like adding grain or sharpening or a global adjustment to your overall look, if you want to apply like a creative LUT, this could be very useful, so you don't have to do it per clip basis. Like, I mean, at the end, let's just say if we go into our clip and now we make some changes and we go pop the car out a little bit, bring this down a little bit, give it some saturation, and then I go, you know what, this is good. Now what I want to do is I want to apply an overall grade. So I'm going to go in here, so I can go, let's make it super summery and warm. And then let's just balance out my blacks, something like that. And I'll go, you know, this is my warm look. Now the thing is that this gets applied on all of these shots. So that's the cool thing. Like, we can just apply this look at the end and it's gonna get translated on everything. In the pre-clip, you can apply the camera LUT. You can do all your adjustments in the clip tab, and then you can apply your creative LUT, your ultimate look, in the group clip, and that's going to be translated to all the shots that are part of that group. So you can see how much time you can save. When I'm working on a project that has 800 shots or 500 shots and I have to grade them in a day, I will go through my entire timeline during my prep process and I will start creating groups. I will have groups based on in-car footage, drone shots, GoPros, A cam, B cam, and then that way I can quickly drop in my camera LUTs, my looks at the end, and sharpening or adding glow, and I don't have to do those things per clip based. I can just do it either pre or post clip tab. So play around with it, and everyone's situation is different, but I just gave you different scenarios that you can use this in to really accelerate your workflow.